Okay, here's the situation. It's the weekend. An old customer calls up, needs to get a pre-approval letter. You go into Encompass and see the file is inactive. What do? Well, here are two ways you can duplicate read-only files from the inactive folder on your own to generate pre-approval letters. Now, of course, normally during the week, compliance would move the file back to active prospects. However, on a weekend, the fastest route is to handle it yourself. Method number 1, duplicating the file. This method works great when the customer does not have an extensive portfolio of properties and has a simple REO situation. It is generally the quicker option if those conditions are met. So step number 1 here, you're going to want to select your inactive prospects folder. You're also going to want to include the archive loan checkbox here to ensure you can see the inactive file. Next, you'll locate the specific inactive prospect file you need. From there, you'll right-click on the file and select Duplicate. When duplicating, ensure you put the new file in the Prospects folder. Use the duplication template, as it's the only one available for this purpose. Then click OK when the system confirms the file has been successfully duplicated. Next, you'll open the new file. This is going to be a fresh file, automatically assigned, a new loan number, and you, of course, should be the assigned loan officer. Note that the transaction details are going to be wiped in this new file, as it's likely they have changed since the file was inactive. All other information should pull right in. Next, you'll want to review and update the transaction details. If the channel is not selected, make sure you click on Bank to Retail and check Apply the Loan Template. Then save your file. Congrats, your file is now set up. You should now be able to pull new credit, and of course reference that old inactive file to ensure all necessary information has been pulled over. You can open the read-only inactive prospects file alongside the new file to compare if you'd like. Now, when doing a file duplication, information related to property values from a complex REO list may not pull over so nicely. Which brings us to method number 2, creating a new file and importing borrower information. While this method takes a little longer, it handles complex REO file information much better. But do note, this method doesn't work if you have multiple borrower pairs. So let's walk through this process. Let's start by having your prospects folder selected. Click on the paper pencil icon to start a brand new file. Then you'll select the default loan template. This will open a blank file. It won't have a loan number yet because you haven't imported information or saved anything. You will automatically be assigned as the loan officer. Click on the Manage Borrowers, click Import, then select the source as another loan file. Import the primary borrower first. A pipeline view will appear, then just select the original inactive file from this view. Now remember, just like duplicating, all the transaction details will be wiped here, but the borrower information and any complex REO information will transfer over very nicely. If there is a co-borrower, repeat the same import process for them. Select the co-borrower spot and select on the same inactive file again from the pipeline view. Once borrower information is imported, update the transaction details. If the channel isn't selected, click on Bank to Retail and check Apply the Loan Template. Then save your file. At this point, you should be able to pull new credit. Of course, just like before, reference that old inactive file to ensure all necessary information has been pulled over. You can open the read-only inactive prospect file along the new one to compare, just like before. So in summary, both methods here are going to allow you to create a new active file from an inactive one when time is of the essence, with the choice depending mainly just on the complexity of the customer's REO portfolio. So hopefully, using one of these two processes, you'll never be stuck in a situation over the weekend where you can't offer your customer a pre-approval letter.